Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is early in the morning, like 1:30 a.m. Sunday, the 9th of January, 2022. That's Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast, of course. Right now, out there, it is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is at 88%. I think that's 15 degrees Celsius. So, for all of you up there in that cold weather, I feel for you. It's nice outside, but it's not nice enough to sit out on the porch. I just got out of the shower. My hair's still a little damp. So, it is what it is. I do need to go out there in a little bit and get some sodas and other groceries out of the van I left in there earlier. Drinking my ginger tea concoction. Not much of a concoction. It's candied ginger, hot honey, and that's it right now. So, occasionally add a little bit of lemon to it. Anyway, puttering around in here, working up a sweat. Had to go take a shower, wash my hair, all that stuff. And, yeah, come out here. I got the door open. Just not accomplishing much. I mean, I am, but I didn't realize how much of a pack rat I am. And I try to play it off like I threw away 300, 400 plastic bottle caps. Bottle caps and jar caps. Like peanut butter jars and all the different plastic jars. Excuse me. I convinced myself I wasn't a pack rat because I had a purpose in mind for them. I just never got around to that purpose. But part of that was just, I wanted to melt them down and then make things out of the melted plastic. Events got away and I haven't gotten around to doing it, so now they're going to the landfill en masse. I had probably a dozen small soda cans and other large soda cans, rinsed out and just stacked up, waiting. I cut them down, or I cut them down into sheets to use them, or turn them into small alcohol stoves or alcohol burners or oil lamps or whatever. And you gotta go. If I need them, I'll build up more. I was talking with my brother the other day about that. It's like I've got to get into a new mindset, and I'll still be able to do my creations, but I won't be able to have as many supplies on hand. The extra bottle caps or the jar lids, or just empty jars. What was this? Chopped garlic. That's a cool looking little jar, right? That'll make a neat little oil lamp. I kept it. I haven't gotten around to making an oil lamp. Do I need another oil lamp? Probably not. But that's not the point. So, just little things like that you don't really think about until you start getting into it, and it's like, man, why did I save this? Or what am I saving this for? Why didn't I, you get upset because you didn't get around to using it. And I've got to throw them out now. And sometimes that's difficult. I had this talk with, I think it was my son and daughter-in-law, about getting rid of books. I am real bad about not wanting to get rid of a book. Once I've read it, I want to keep it forever. When I moved from from the brick house down here into the mobile homes, I left behind 1,000 books at least, and that was kind of heart wrenching. It still is. I still want to go find a book, and it's not there anymore. So right now I've got probably 100 books, and I've got to pass them on, take them back to the thrift store, do something with them. So it's hard to do. It's hard enough taking them down off the shelf and putting them in a box, and then once they're in the box, getting that box out to the truck, and then getting the truck to the thrift store to drop them off. And I saw a post the other day about if you have a friend that's got ADHD and you're expecting a gift from them on your birthday, it doesn't get there. Well, it's not that they didn't think about you. They probably picked up your gift a month before your birthday, and then 2 or 3 days before your birthday they wrapped it, and now it's sitting on their desk, and it's 3 weeks past your birthday, and they look at that all the time and say, I need to mail that. Oh, look, there's another project. So that's me. And it's confuddling right now. It really is. Just like attacking this pile over here. I've been at this for, I don't know, believe it or not, I've been working on this pile all day. It was probably that high. Yeah. Empty boxes, little bags full of air, stuff that I've bought online and just put back over there again. More bottle caps. Stuff that I bought from Dollar Tree, the whole bag, just still sitting there. Paints and canvases and so you pick that up, you look at it, you go like, wow, I had an idea for that. Oh yeah, that would have been cool. Why didn't you do it? Now what do I do with it? Alright, I'm going to put it over here with my other art stuff, and then I can go through all my art stuff eventually. Crazy. So, on top of that, talking with my son and trying to figure out what exactly I want to do in the van or with the van or whatever. I actually had plans to go out and start going through the food today on the van, but things didn't work out that way. So I need to get rid of a lot of it because it's all storm, get out of town type stuff, and it's all been in there for about a year. So it's time to go through and pare it down, and a lot of it I wouldn't use. Well, it's not like stuff you use on a daily. So, but yeah, we were talking about like, what do I do about a refrigerator? I think we've decided that I'm going to go with a regular house type refrigerator, the type that plugs into your house. I'll have enough power to run it, but a small one, like 33 inches tall, 19 inches wide, 18 inches deep, with an actual freezer. So we had kind of settled on that, and I've been looking at those and almost pulled the trigger on one, but the lady sold it out from under me. So now I'm thinking I can get one of those 12-volt refrigerator freezers that are either or, and I get the one that makes a lot of ice. Make ice to go into a cooler to keep, some foods that need to be cool. Just make it up in a water bottle or something like that, so it doesn't fill up the bottom with water. I just keep a bottle rotating through my small freezer, and then I have ice for my drinks. I can keep some frozen foods Problem is, that's almost 3 times as expensive as the actual refrigerator. So, it's an idea. The refrigerator also has like an ice cube or an ice compartment. It's a decent size that I could keep making ice cubes in. So, it's one of them things like you almost have it. I almost have it ready and slip and change it. But I think I'm going tomorrow. Excuse me. I think I'll be going tomorrow to pick up a small portable air conditioner. Saw it on Marketplace. It's really inexpensive, like $50. So that's like a quarter of the price that they are new. It's kind of dinged and scratched and doesn't have the vent, but that's fine. We were talking about running a regular hard tube for it, and so I think we're going that way, at least for now with that. For now. Once I have it, I'm pretty well, that's going to be it. I want to use it. So, but even like changing the idea, I've been kind of set on, I want something between a full-size bed and a twin. The twin's like 40 inches wide, 38 inches wide, and a full is 54. So I was thinking going about 44 or 45 inches wide. But the more I think about it and the more van builds I look at, and I think, I could go with a twin. I wasn't super comfortable on it when I moved into the first trailer, first mobile home. But I think that may have been the bed itself. It wasn't the mattress. So I'll give it a try. I've already got it, and instead of throwing it away or whatever, I only used it for a couple weeks, but nobody's going to want that. It's a used mattress. So I'll go ahead and use it. If it comes down to I absolutely can't stand sleeping with it or sleeping on it, it's not that big of a deal to, make the bed platform a little wider. We just have to kind of account for that and leave enough space just in case, and do the do. But there's some other things, and a lot of like the more you think about it, the more it's going to cost for one thing. But that's one thing my son doesn't seem to realize. He keeps texting me these things like, "Go get this." It's like I'm already past my budget for this month. I can't go get that. So it is what it is. And half the time, like, he's still thinking as a camper, and I'm thinking on the long term. So, like him and Jeremy, the two of them were talking, I guess, and they found a converter from an old camper. That would be nice. You take what's coming from like a campground and plug it into your van or camper or whatever, and then it takes that and it runs it to your batteries, charges your batteries, converts it to 12 volt and all that good stuff. Plus it's got a couple of house current 110 type plugs, and that's nice, but I'm not going to need that. Most of the time I won't be, or I don't intend to be parked in campgrounds. That's expensive, even at just $20 a night or $15 a night, that's expensive. So That won't be something I'll be doing. Um, or at least not campgrounds with utilities and whatnot. So to me, it's an expense that I don't need to put out. And it's going to take up space that I could probably use for something else, regardless of what that is. Um, Plus the fact that it's like a whole tank full of gas to get there and back to where the thing is. But it's just one of those type things. So I'm glad that he's so gung ho on it. Well, actually, the two of them are gung ho on it. They both want to start ripping the van apart and rebuilding it, and doing this, that, and the other. But I hope they listen to me on what I want to do. I don't want a ton of lights in there. Mostly, I've got the little LEDs, and then put USB ports around, and I can use the small lights that plug into USB and that type of stuff. Their heart's in the right place. Their mind's in the right place too. Just not. It's just on a different road. Maybe the next build, I'll be able to spend a little more or have a little bit more room. I would really like to do a box truck. That's what I've been looking for ideally all along, is a box truck. But circumstances have pushed to the point where I'm going to have to do with make do with what I've got. And she's nice enough, but she's already made a trip to the moon and back. So will she do it again? Will she make it halfway? Even halfway is going to be pretty good. So I don't know. Just one little thing after another after another. Anyhow, what are we getting to? 17 minutes. I think this one shut off at 30. But, so, yeah, I still, I messed around in the kitchen for a while today. It's another place I got way too much stuff hanging around, almost empty. I had 4 pepper shakers, or 4 pepper grinders. Just there's only a couple little corns down on the bottom, and you don't use them, but they're still sitting on the shelf. So, toss them out. Just put in the one that's almost new, it's almost full. Now I don't have to go through them all to figure out which one I want. Should have done that ages ago. I don't. Pack rat, I guess. Even looking over there now. Just right there where I make my coffee, I've got 3 different honeys sitting there. They're all full. They all can be used. Just depends on what I want. Lately, I've been dealing with this cough and sniffles and whatnot, which is almost gone. Almost. But I've got half a dozen bottles of cold medicine. Why? Well, I thought about doing a still life. I still might before I throw them away. I just need to find the right background for it. So, it's like tis the season or something. The lady at Dollar Tree kind of said something about it's the seasonal drink of Northeast Florida. So, that kind of put that in my head to do a still life type photo of it. I don't know. You don't have to be crazy, but sometimes it can be a lot of fun. Anyway, people, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share them around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see you all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Salute you, y'all. Bye-bye. We'll do a little bit more over here.